that you'll say that are funny that make it into clips, and that's good too. It's like the thing. Like I was talking to Tony about this because we were talking about people that complain about his show and talk shit about his show. I go, dude.
Yep.
They work for you. They don't really.
You hear that? You work for me. Do you hear that? You work for me, fag.
But they work for you. They're the publicity arm.
You're the publicity arm
for the Kill Tony show. You don't worry about it and don't care.
Yeah.
You can't,
Yeah, write a book on that.
And that's advice for me. That's actually advice for me.
Teach me how to not care.
You just got to get to a point where you don't have to care anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's not going to affect you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but that's if you're in that position where I'm in that kind of sort of, you're not totally ever in that position, but you're much more in that position than the average person. It's your duty to not care.
Joe's like, just don't care, man. Anyway, he's right before this, he was shitting on Mark Maron. Right before this, he was going off on Maron. He's like, you shouldn't even care about that. It doesn't mean anything. They're just haters. They actually pay for your life. I'm a billionaire because of Mark Maron somehow, actually. It makes perfect sense. Now, I have mostly been spending time watching stuff I like this week. And I found a new thing that is a glimpse into a whole new set of shit. Whole new set of shit. Psychically, that I can't even really unpack. Because I've studied her from afar. This lady here. Look, we all know her. We all love her. We all know her and love her.
Hey y'all, chat pro, individuals, ladies, beautiful people. So I just wanted to weigh in a little bit on this Charlie Kirk thing, and I apologize. I don't have my logo. I don't.
For anyone out there who's cool as hell, you know that this is Rachel Dolezal. You don't have to Google it. You don't have to ask the chat who we working with here. This is Rachel Dolezal. Now, I don't want you guys to get catfished because she's a bit sneaky when it comes to the... Let me see. Yeah, here we go. I didn't know if she had work done or something, but look what we're working with here. I mean, this is like... We all know that Rachel Dolezal started teaching in Tucson, Arizona, or I think it was Tucson. She became a school teacher. I don't know. It's just, yeah, it speaks to the education system that she was able to get another job after everything that went down. She's been faking being black for years. If you guys don't remember, she was the head of the NAACP in the Northwest. Can't remember where exactly. Everybody found out that she's completely white. She'd been pretending to be black. Her family is like, she's very unwell. She's got the dreads and everything. She started an OnlyFans in 2024 and got kicked out of the school she was teaching at. And at one point, I've seen some pictures where I'm like, oh, damn, she's bad. She's bad as hell. She looks good. This is a severely doctored photo. I don't know when this was taken either. She has potential. I'll say she doesn't have any girlies in her life, I guess, to do some big makeover. This is what she looks like on her new... She changed her name to some, like, weird... She still claims she's black, by the way. Still is like, I'm black. Here's my Trad Pro podcast. Every year she tries out a new grift. She had to do like 250 hours of community service and got some other fines because she had been stealing welfare from the state. Between like 2014 and 2016, she stole something in the range of $85,000 in benefits from the state. And she had to plead guilty to it and do a ton of community service to get it, take it off her record. So she want to go to prison. So she has a new kind of grift that she stumbles into every 2-3 years. She tried to do the OnlyFans thing last year. It didn't really work. I've seen some of the photos on, just Google images, just taking off the taking off the safe search on Google just real quick, and I just sort of take a glance at it. You know, I'm a Christian man. I don't want to be tempted by any succubus out there, especially not someone like Rachel Dolezal, especially not someone as sick in the head as her. I mean, she's a sick pup. She's a real sick pup. I don't know if the trad thing means traditional. Trad pro is a peaceful resistance to the ideas that those who choose a traditional role must be religious and conservative. Okay. So she's trying to carve out a space for herself in the trad internet space to be liberal, I think. Or maybe even like some sort of liberal bohemian thing. Okay, makes sense. Well, let's see.
By the heaviness of the issues, that you do nothing.
She starts off this podcast saying she was very sick.
Hey everyone, so back to Trad Pro, another week.
Yeah, she doesn't get fucked on her OF.
And I apologize for not getting this to you on Monday. I have been under the weather this week, and
nice.
It's been a rough week.
I love imagining you sick.
Probably be some kid noises in the background. You know, it's whatever. I'm just trying to get this done so that I can get you something this week, some thoughts, and God.
Again, she still identifies as black. You think she'd try to do? I mean, every white guy out there is making a bit of coin doing the black scent. She's got none of it. She's not trying to
a big week with
drive
the
it up at all.
Yesterday, with just so much going on in the news and the world in general, and in people's personal lives too. With
do you see, guys, how you can get catfish though? She said this is how it's going in 2025, and then you go to her podcast and it's this. I mean, break my skull open with a big claw hammer. Drive a stick in it. Open me wide, scoop my brains out before I succumb to this, whatever this is. It's a cross between Carrot Top and Al Jolson. Shit sucks my ass.
Food insecurity.
And this is who you think you'd be going on a date with right here. This is Katy Perry.
Job insecurity. A lot of things are happening. So
this is Carrot Top if he had leukemia.
I just wanted to kind of tune in with some of that, and then a little bit of like a light.
And I knew we were kindred spirits. You could also hear her children in the background of her videos.
Lighthearted commentary on dating in 2025, just dating apps and stuff. So to start it off,
I'm not even trying to make a cheap joke here, but the only thing black about her is she tried to steal welfare.
You know, big moments that.
And she's white. She didn't qualify. She wanted to be black. She stole welfare. And the state was like, you're white. Are you sure you should be on welfare? They did an investigation and she was stealing.
Or did you just like sit this one out?
Can't even be black. You got to steal their culture. You can't steal,
don't care anymore about politics.
Can't steal from the state.
I'm hearing
to steal their culture.
Like,
you gotta
people that are super enthused and plugged in and watching all the numbers and, you know, really getting excited about their candidates that they voted for winning, or upset if their candidate didn't win. And then I'm also hearing people just like, I just didn't even vote and I don't want to vote. And that part I don't understand, because it's really not that big of an effort, especially if you're in Arizona or a state that still does the mail-in ballots or early voting. Like it's,
you know, and then you see these things and you listen for 2 minutes, you give it a listen and you go, why does this only have 84 views? Why does this have 5 likes? Why is this not taking off? You think it'd be bigger. Something you heard on the news. Something you heard on the news. Something you've already heard. Something you've already heard. Blah, 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 blah. Thanks, guys. Remember to like and subscribe. I kind of feel bad for Gen Xers who are giving it a go on YouTube, like Miss Rachel here, and I'm not talking about the other one. Poor gal. You know what? Okay. Let's look, her thoughts are worthless, so let's just objectify her. This thumbnail doesn't look too bad. Not too bad here, guys. What are we thinking? Was this photoshopped right here? Let's do with boring women what we always do with boring women. Let's objectify them real quick and decide if they're worth anything. Because she's boring. She's boring and she's never had a thought, seemingly, so... This almost looks like Angelina Jolie in the thumbnail. Here we go.
Hi, everyone. This is the Trap Pro Podcast. I'm Akechi, your host. I wanted to talk in this episode.
You know, because what it really is like a bohemian liberal, like dreads type thing. And this sucks, man. It could only work on a younger lass. On a younger lady. It can't work on, it doesn't age well, man. It's bad. It's really bad. No wrinkles on her chest. Wish there was a big one right up the middle. Wouldn't mind that, but this is tough. It's really tough. When white ladies do the dreads and they have the huge forehead, it's because what she needs is bangs. She needs a Cleopatra type thing going on here to hide this monstrosity, this billboard for her lunacy. You take one look at her, you know she's insane. Even if you've never heard the words Rachel Dolezal. You know she's coming to steal your she's gonna steal every little bit of oxygen from the room you're residing in. She's a total clown. But look at that. She's just a little bit of a bang to go over. I've been fooled many times. Many times I have been fooled. That's a nice pick there. I don't know what happened. I really don't.
Not trending.
Uh-oh.
And that is a problem, I think, because what does that do to our men?
That's tough. That's tough. Tough. Dude, she's still trying to be black? So I believe this is her half-brother from an actual black, and he's always claimed in interviews that she's lying. Pretty sure that's the guy. So she always tries to get photos with them, and she really puts on the tanner and dyes her hair that, like, Malcolm X red-brown color. Oh, she rules. You know she's not black because she cracks. It's the ultimate white test. How did she age? Well, she's got a bit of a Komodo dragon thing going on upstairs. She has this is something you would see through a plastic cage inside PetSmart. This would be eating crickets. This would be something that you wouldn't want to escape from your home, or you might have to call somebody.